Okay, in this lesson, we're going to learn about our silent letters. Okay, these are very important. Why? Because in English, we have silent letters to distinct some phonetic words. Okay, words with a similar phonetic. In this chart, in this page, you'll see all the rules of these letters. I also made a pronunciation chart that will help you remember these rules. You can print it out if you need. So in the first part of this chart, there's the rules of pronouncing vowels and consonants that we have already seen. Now we're going to look at the silent letters. So, when do we have silent letters? We have silent letters when we have the letter B that comes after the M and before the T. So, example, limb, comb, thumb, or debt, doubt. These are examples of words that we don't read the B. In the case of the C, when it's combined with the SC in some cases, or before the K and the Q. So we've got words like muscle, scissors, acknowledge, or words that we don't read the C. In the case of the B, we've got a lot of common words. Okay, in this case, we don't have any rule. We just have to learn them by heart. So we've got words like Wednesday, sandwich. We say sandwich, not sandwich. Handsome, not handsome. Okay, a handkerchief, and so on. And when we combine with the B and the G, so we've got hudge, bridge, and other words. In the case of the E, very important, it's always in the end of the word when it comes after one consonant. And this is very important. And remember that our vowel, our first vowel, has a long sound. So we say hope, right, like. The G, when it comes before the end, and in some cases our GH. Remember, our GH doesn't have a sound, or it has, or we don't read it, or it has a sound of a F. So in this case, we're just looking at the option of it being silent. So here comes the example in champagne. We don't read the G because it comes before the N. And in this case, daughter. Okay, they don't read. Normally, the words that have a T after the GH, we don't read it normally, but it's not all the words. The H, when it comes from the words from French, normally words that come from the French and that start with the H, we don't read it, like honor, hour, and after a W in the beginning of the word. WH is another syllable that we aren't able to have a sound. Or we don't read the W, or we don't read the H. So, what, why are examples that we don't read the H. And in words that come after the C, G, and R, example, echo. The K, we never read the K when it comes in the beginning of the words and in before the M. So we've got knife, knee, knock, night, and so on. L after the vowels A, O, and U. We never read them. So, not never, but most of the times. Talk, walk. Some cases we do read it like sold. Okay, so just be careful, but most of the words we don't read it. The N, we never read it when it comes after the M. So autumn, column, we don't read them. P, when we combine PS, PT, and PN. okay, like psychiatrist, copist, and so on. The S, we never read it when it comes before the L. So we say island, never Iceland or isle. The T doesn't have a rule. It's just some words that you're going to have to learn by heart. And these are some example of these common words: castle, Christmas, fasten, listen, often. The U, we don't read it normally when it comes after the G and before a vowel. So we're going to say guess, guitar, colleague. So are words that we don't read the U. The W. The W, we never read the W when it comes before the R. So wrap, right, wrist. And in some common words, again with our H in some cases. So in this case, we don't read the W, but we read the H. So who, whose, sword. And when we have two vowels together, we don't read the second vowel. We just read the first vowel with a long sound vowel. So example, meet and meet. They have the same sound but different meanings. And play. So this is our lesson today. Please go back to our lesson here, and there is some exercises for you to do here. Okay? Thank you.